Let's take an example of looking for an element in an array, and we are going to perform linear search. That means we are going to traverse the array and compare each element to check whether it is equal to the value that we are looking for or not. So we have an array A. The number of elements in this array is n, and the element or the value that we are looking for is x. Say for an example, x is equal to 9. That means this algorithm should be able to compare each element of the array with this x, and it should be able to return the index of the element when this value is found. So we are going to run this loop from I is equal to 0, and we are going to compare each and element of the array with our value x. If this value is found, we will break the loop and return the index. If it was not found and we have traversed the whole array, that means once when we are out of this loop, if I is equal to n, we are going to return -1. This will show that this element was not found in the array. So let's take a look at the best case and the worst case and the average case complexities of this algorithm. What would be the best case? The best case would have been if the element was found at the first index itself. Suppose the value that we were looking for, x, suppose it was 5, it would have been found over here only. We would have been able to do only one comparison. Only one comparison would be required. So we say that in best case, the complexity would have been order of 1, because only once we would have compared with this element and we would have found what we were looking for. What would be the worst case for this algorithm? The worst case would be that the element that we were looking for was at the last index somewhere over here, or maybe it was not present in the array at all. These two would be the last cases, and if this was the case, we would have done comparison with each and every element of the array to reach the end of the array. We would have traversed the whole array, so there would have been n number of comparisons. So we say that the worst case complexity is order of n. What would have been the average case complexity? In the average case, we have to see or consider the possibility of the value that we are looking for at any index. It could be here, the value that we are looking for. In this case, we would have been doing one comparison. It could have been here. That means we would have done 2 comparisons. It could have been here. That means 3 comparisons, and so on till the possibility of it being here. That means 7 comparisons upon total number of possible cases, which is 7. So these are the time that are taken for each possibility divided by the total number of cases. If we generalize this, then this would become 1 plus 2 plus 3 up till the total number of elements n upon n possible cases. This we see is the sum of an arithmetic series, and the sum of the arithmetic series is given by this and divided by n. So we are left with n plus 1 by 2, which again we say is order of n. So though we would like to consider and compute the average case complexities in all the cases, because most of the times the algorithm would be dealing with an average case, but many a times it is difficult to compute these average cases, and we go with the worst case complexities. And in many times we will see that the average case complexity is similar to the worst case complexity. Let's take another example of inserting into a sorted array. So if we have a sorted array like this, and if we have to insert a new element, then as long as space is available in this array, we will compare the element that we want to insert with each and every element and insert it wherever it fits. Like for an example, if we have to insert an element 8, we will first compare it with this, and we know that 8 is smaller than 11, so then we will compare it with this. Again, it is smaller than 9, so we will compare it with 7. Now it is larger than this element, so we are going to shift all elements to the right, make space for this new element over here, 8. This will become 9 and this will become 11. So let's see how the algorithm works and what are the best and the worst cases for this. So we will start from n-1 and go on up till 0 as long as x is less than a of I. We will keep on decrementing the loop variable and shift ai plus ai to the next place. As long as this is less than the element in the array, we will keep on shifting to the right. And in the end, in the vacated space, we are going to put the new element. So this is the algorithm. What is going to be the best case and what is going to be the worst case? The best case in this case would be that the element was the largest of all the elements. So in that case, we simply have to compare it with this existing element of the array, and we know that it is still larger than this. So suppose x was 20, we know that 20 is larger than 11, so we simply need to insert this element over here, and this would be order of 1 time complexity. What would have been the worst case? The worst case would have been that the element that I wanted to insert was the smallest of all the existing elements in the array. In that case, I would have been comparing with all the elements and shifting them to the right, making space for this new element at the end. So 1 would have come over here, and this would have required comparing and shifting all elements, and this would have resulted in a complexity of order of n. So this is the best case complexity, order of 1. The worst case complexity is order of n.